In this episode, our long-term 2020 Subaru Outback Onyx XT faces off against the dreaded cross-cut climb. That's coming up right now on Driving Sports TV. Welcome to what is essentially part 3 of our Onyx XT long-term test. If you haven't already, get yourself familiar with this vehicle by looking at episodes 1 and 2. Also, if you really don't know much about Subaru, I really urge you to take a look at our first review of the Onyx XT, which we shot in California last year. For people who have watched this show, know that this is our cross-cut climb. This is a very challenging off-road section. We've taken the G-Wagon up here, we've taken the Raptor, we've even taken a Volvo. And some of them have done great, and some of them not so great. Now let's see if Subaru's new Outback is up to the challenge. Before we attempt the cross-cut climb, I'm going to see which X mode setting is best. Now we have both snow, dirt, and deep snow and mud. Deep snow and mud allows for additional wheel spin. But what do you use on a slippery incline? That is neither of those. So before we do the cross-cut climb, I'm first going to attempt a simpler, but very similar climb down below here. This is the same test that we did with the RAV4 PRIME just a couple weeks ago. When you get a chance, be sure to check out that video as well. I'll link it in the description below. This time, I'm going to go up halfway, hold my position, and then try to accelerate up the climb. And I'm going to do it in both settings, and we'll see which mode is best. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get staged. So we're just at the brink of grip. Okay, like right there. Okay, let's go ahead and hold it. I'm now going to put it into X mode, snow and dirt, and we'll see what this does. Now there is a hill holder here, which is kind of nice. I take my foot off the brake and it holds it. Let's go ahead and accelerate slowly. That was actually pretty easy. Now let's see if deep snow and mud gives us a different result. Oh, neat party trick, by the way. You can do hill descent control backwards. Okay, that's a little steep to go backwards in. Now let's try the same thing in deep snow mud setting. See what that does. Go up halfway. I'm going to stop because I stopped before. And now let's accelerate and see what is better. Okay, so this is allowing for more wheel spin, which does get us up. But I feel like actually X mode, mode 1, was a better choice. It did it with less fuss. So we're going to go ahead and use that until that runs out of juice and we need to do something different. Let's take another look to see how the two different versions of X mode responded differently to the slippery incline. This time in slow motion. Immediately, you can see that the mud setting allows for a lot more wheel spin as soon as throttle is applied, where the dirt mode is a lot more cautious. Keep in mind that X mode is also optimizing throttle and transmission to work in tandem with the traction system. So it's not exactly the same as mode 1 with traction control disabled. What's actually happening is a lot more complicated than that. With mode 1 engaged, I continue to climb to the crosscut. This bit is fairly steep as well, so the all-wheel drive system is continuing to get a workout. Though our test car is kitted with factory metal skid plates to protect both the engine and rear differential, the 8.7 inches of ground clearance is keeping us safe from the harder bits of the hill. Here again, you can see wheel braking in action as it applies to the front spinning wheel, which pushes power back to the wheels with grip. That's exactly what we're counting on to get us through this cross-cut challenge. It's called the cross-cut climb, or at least that's what we call it, because there's a ditch down the middle which removes all traction from both the front driver's side wheel as well as the back passenger wheel. That basically means that not only do only two wheels have traction, we're also on an incline, so most of the traction has to go to the back driver's side wheel. This is a challenge for vehicles with lockers. So let's see how it does. Okay, we're going to go up and I'm going to use all the clearance of the vehicle, I'm sure. Now with these vehicles, you basically just keep your foot in the throttle, although that's not doing anything. We're gonna need a little momentum, I think. So let's try it a little bit quicker, but we don't wanna go too quick or we'll nose plow right into, come on, you got this. Doesn't have it. Okay. It's never easy, by the way. This was not gonna be a walk in the park ever. Come on, you got this. Oh, the tires just don't have a lot of traction. But I feel like we're close. Let's see, a little bit. Oh, come on, you got this, you got this. You got this. Do you have this? Okay, wheels straight. We're throbbing. No errors yet. Okay, let's roll it back just a little. Parked on the ledge. And let's go again. Now we need a little bit more of a running start. Okay, I'm kind of wondering now, I'm thinking possibly we might need a little bit more momentum, a little bit more wheel spin, so I'm gonna go ahead and trigger deep snow and mud. And we'll see if that improves our situation. And whoa, going backwards. Let's try this again. Gravity to be fair, let's go back to where we started last time. Need a little bit of momentum. Okay, now that's a lot of wheel spin right off the gate. Is it gonna muscle up it? Is it gonna muscle? It's doing it, it's doing it. Yes! Yes! Woo! Made it. Almost ran into a stump, but we made it. Now we need to get back down. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in SnowDirt, which will activate hill descent control. And down we go. Now, the hill descent control is supposed to use the same speed that I use for the approach, which right now is super slow. So it should maintain this once I let go. Yeah. Oh, pretty good. Whoa. And there we go. Whew. So the Subaru Outback Onyx XT has survived the crosscut climb, and surprisingly enough, it was actually more wheel spin that got us up there. So really, it was X Mode Type 2 that was the winner in this particular test. Now, this isn't the end of our Onyx XT testing. We have a lot more to come. Specifically, we're going to test sand, mud, and snow as the seasons allow. We have this car for a full year, and we are going to test X Mode like nobody has tested X Mode before. This was just the beginning. So be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, tell us what did you think. Did you think it was going to be X Mode 1, X Mode 2? Post a comment below. Also, be sure to subscribe, share this video with your friends. We need your views and your subscriptions to power our channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next week.